Okay, so this is probably my favorite product I've reviewed recently. This is the C20. It's a home security camera made by a company called IMILAB. Now, chances are you probably haven't heard of this company before, but they're a Xiaomi ecosystem company, which means that they make all sorts of smart home products that work with Xiaomi's devices. So they sent me this little camera, and I've had it for about 2 weeks. I've done a bunch of tests, I put it through its paces, and I've got to say, this tiny thing is a really capable home security camera. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the design. As you can see, the camera's design is really simple, and its size is absolutely tiny at only 4.5 inches tall. It comes in one color, white, and it's made of plastic with rubber grips on the bottom. It has a speaker in the back, a micro USB port for power, a micro SD card slot, and a lens with a 115-degree viewing angle. In the box, it comes with a micro USB charger and a ceiling mount, so you can install the camera upside down from the ceiling to get a higher angle. So I don't really have any complaints with its design. It does exactly what you'd want a home security camera to do, which is get out of the way. And because of its tiny size, it's really easy to change its placement and move it around, and it's so tiny that you can put it anywhere without it sticking out. Okay, so before we move on to some other features, let's first talk about the most important one, image quality. When it comes to videos from security cameras, there's a conflict between image resolution and video file size. Image resolution is important to be able to pick up on details in a shot, but a lot of times these security cameras are running 24 hours a day. So if the image quality is too high, the resulting video file will be huge, which means you need extra storage space, which gets expensive. So finding a good balance between image resolution and file size is critical, and I think the C20 does a good job of this. It records high-definition 1080p video that is sharp enough to accurately see what's happening in a room. Like in this shot, the image has enough details that you can even make out some of the book titles on my bookshelf. At the same time, the video files are quite small. The camera records in the H.265 codec, which is one of the leading compression formats for keeping file sizes small while preserving image quality. The video files have been about 4 to 4.5 megabytes per minute of video, and the C20 can support up to a 256 gigabyte micro SD card. So that's 40 days of continuous video recording on a single card. The camera also does a pretty good job with exposure. It adjusts the brightness so that important details are properly exposed depending on the lighting conditions. It struggles a bit when there are many light sources in one shot, but that's to be expected in most security cameras. Also, when there isn't enough light in the room, the camera will enter night mode. In this mode, the camera activates 6 infrared lights to light up the space. I think it does a really good job of maintaining detail even in such low light conditions. The next big feature is the camera's rotation. The camera has pan and tilt motors and can rotate in 360 degrees. And this is great because while the camera's wide-angle lens captures most of a room, it doesn't capture everything. You can control the rotation manually using the app, but I think the best way is to just use the motion tracking. With motion tracking, the C20 uses the image data to follow subjects with its camera. I found the motion tracking to generally be pretty accurate, even in high contrast lighting. Occasionally, the camera will lose its subject or randomly pan away, but that only really happened when I was purposely moving a lot to test its limits. For most day-to-day use, when people are not moving frantically around, I found that the tracking is great. So let's talk about the app. It's called IMILAB Home, and it's available for iOS and Android. On the app's main screen, you can see all of your different IMILAB devices. If you tap on a camera, you'll see its live video feed. From this screen, you can do basic things like control the rotation of the camera, take videos or photos, view videos on the device or on the cloud, and switch between HD and SD video. One of the really interesting features is the two-way call. It uses the C20 speakers and your phone's microphone as an intercom to let you talk to people near the camera. And since the C20 also has a microphone, they can even talk back. Overall, this feature is really solid. Another feature is events. When the camera detects a loud sound, a person, or movement, it'll capture the moment and ping your smartphone with the footage. It also sorts these events by days so that you can easily find them. The events feature is a great way to quickly find the clips that you're looking for. Overall, I'd say that the app is really easy to use. So like I said at the beginning of this video, the C20 is really capable. It has a lot of features that you'd want out of a home security camera, like HD video recording, motion tracking, night vision, and I haven't even told you the best part. The price is $34.99. Now that's nearly half the price of some of its competitors like Ring. Okay, final verdict time. If you're in the market for a home security camera, I think you should definitely consider checking out IMILAB C20. And if you want to learn more about it, I've left a link in this video's description. You can check it out. Oh, Jesus. And if you're interested in more security gadgets, I just did a review on Smonet's Smart Lock. You can check it out now on our YouTube channel, and when you're there, remember to subscribe.